Hello, and welcome to Renewed by Faith, where we are taking a deep dive into the book of Job. And today we are reading chapter 18, which is Bildad, the Shuhite's response to Job. So, in the last couple chapters, Job had responded to his buddy Eliphaz and was pretty much just stating his case, lamenting, and talking about how his spirit was broken, how he was just really miserable and was not really happy with his friends and the way that they were treating him and the things that they were saying. So Bildad, who comes back with his second response to Job, we're going to go ahead and read that. I am reading from the NIV version. And so it says, Bildad, the Shuhite, replied, "When will you end these speeches? Be sensible, and then we can talk. Why are we regarded as cattle and considered stupid in your sight? You who tear yourself to pieces in your anger, is the earth to be abandoned for your sake? Or must the rocks be moved from their place? The lamp of a wicked man is snuffed out. The flame of his fire stops burning. The light in his tent becomes dark. The lamp beside him goes out. The vigor of his step is weakened. His own schemes throw him down. His feet thrust him into a net. He wanders into its mesh. A trap seizes him by the heel. A snare holds him fast. A noose is hidden for him on the ground. A trap lies in his path. Terrors startle him on every side and dog his every step. Calamity is hungry for him. Disaster is ready for him when he falls. It eats away parts of his skin. Death's firstborn devours his limbs. He is torn from the security of his tent and marched off to the king of terrors. Fire resides in his tent. Burning sulfur is scattered over his dwelling. His roots dry up below, and his branches wither above. The memory of him perishes from the earth. He has no name in the land. He is driven from light into the realm of darkness and is banished from the world. He has no offspring or descendants among his people, no survivor where he once lived. People of the West are appalled at his fate. Those of the East are seized with horror. Surely such is the dwelling of an evil man. Such is the place of one who does not know God. Now, I read this and I put myself in Job's shoes. And if I had just lost all of my kids, all of my possessions, my health, if I was in agony and misery and grieving, and my friend came and told me this story, I would be like, are you kidding me? Like, here I am suffering, and you're saying all these things. Obviously, this story is supposed to be for me, right? For Job. And so definitely the friends are getting a bit out of control, right? If you were in Job's shoes and you heard this story, what would you be thinking? I know I would be upset, right? I mean, so he's going on and just telling a story about a wicked man and saying that, the lamp of a wicked man is snuffed out, and goes on and on and on about how horrible life is for the wicked, right? And surely such is the dwelling of an evil man. Such is the place of one who doesn't know God. We know for a fact that there is no doubt Job knows God, right? And even through his suffering, he has still not denied his faith in God or denied that God could save him from what he's dealing with. So we know for a fact that is not the case. This chapter is a tough chapter when you put yourself in Job's shoes. If we hear this from a friend, if we are grieving and in misery and sitting with our friend, and they tell us the story about an evil person and how horrible life will be, I think that we would be pretty upset. So I don't blame Job at this point for being angry and frustrated and really annoyed with his friend. So in the next chapter, chapter 19, we hear Job respond, and he's definitely not thrilled. And who could blame him? So this is a short video because this chapter, I mean, there's really not a lot to say about it except for it was pretty darn mean. So thank you so much for joining us. Next video will be chapter 19, Job's response to Bildad. And we will continue to read through these chapters and look for the true meaning of Job's suffering, and probably not what most of us think it is. And kind of what the friends are alluding to, but not really, right? It's not necessarily evil that Job is dealing with. But we'll see as we continue on. Thank you again for joining me. God bless you. I pray that you have an amazing day. I thank you for your support, and I will see you in the next video. God bless.